Hey everyone, hope you're all well. How do we calm the mind, conquer the mind, push through the mind? That's the question today that I want to ask my higher self. So I'm going to bring forward some light codes into remembering how to play the game Earth. So stick with me for those light codes so that I can download the data within me and then translate it into remembering all of the information that we already hold within ourselves. Because if we have a question, the answer is here. So we need to just release it out. So we're going to work through that. And then I'm going to then understand it from my mind position. And then we're bringing the whiteboard. So stay with me for the whole of this journey so that you get that greater, deeper inner spark of wisdom within yourself into really taking your power back and remembering, pushing through the mind. So let's begin. Thank you. Yeah. So join me with your breath. And with these codes that I'm going to bring forward, it's a deepening between you and I in our connections of hearts. In a unified field of heart, we're not hooking into each other's system. We're just allowing the energy to move through us. And these remembrance codes are here to ignite you, to spark you into that transitioning of the mind and then into the higher mind journey. So let's begin at Dalakia on kolu shaan kai e tana an kai e tan a kai e tan a kia tata ana kia tata a. They're just settling into the body now. Alagian toko ulo shtaka ena a kai eten a tupa an ko shtaka ane tu kohia a. Man anto kai a shate in a tete ena I kwa atan ta kai ena a kai te ena. That is shumakitina a. Okay, so I've been told I need to write on my whiteboard. So, okay, I've got some codes to come forward. This is not the way I normally work, but hey, you know, this is what we're here to do, isn't it? It's push boundaries and have our shifts and changes. So I've got some codes there that just come in by voice and a few by hand. So let's bring in some context with this within codex. Elakianto omolosh makiatam bakiato osh takai ina ea. So as I write this code upon the screen, allow yourself just to fill into these codes. Allow in kwat ina in sova orkiat. And you don't need to analyze each individual perspective or see it in real big definition. We're just tapping into the energy. Allow equa ant si equata ante qua in e ta ana e. This is like a formula of exchange. Kiat on or kiat and art kush and or kiat en a. Det ent ish tofa eshna teki anto san vakishin makitana a. Thank you. That was ma boksha magialto dom. Dada anama kaisha a kosh tuk 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 tuk. So makia a kaisha ant ok and et and e. Tata ant of aush bakai it end ok on osh. Dan ant as isu makia tant a is baka iten ete ente a. Just breathe in that breath. It might feel a bit weird for the mind, but just push through the mind. Push through the veil of amnesia into what is it that is being seen here. You may not understand it, but there'll be a resonance of energy if you're still with me on this video. Okay? Elakianto osh mant end ad an. San anto osh and od an. San ant a e an eton om. Dan eshon oshon etan on. Okay, thank you. Oba shumakiatana. So just settle within that connection by the codes of voice, by the codes of hand, by the code of the written context on the board today. It is the perception of reality that sits within us, that we perceive the reality to be as it is. It is through the eye of the beholder that we see and that we feel and we touch and we smell. It is that context of the mind that we need to adjust into our system in an up-leveling phase of the journey. There will be deep dives within us and high rises within us, but it is to have the sense of balance between all, the perception of mind and how we perceive reality, and the perception of that higher intelligence that we hold within ourselves. Which is the inner light wisdom, that complexity of the merging of the energy starts to play out, and then you start to remember. It's like, how do I know that? I just don't know. It is the heightening of the intuition. It is the lighting of the heart. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The question was, wasn't it, is that how do we conquer the mind? How do we control the mind? How do we do all of that? So let's have a little look at that and go a little bit deeper with that question. Okay. So the codes in the beginning was about codes of connection, and we're now going to move into codes of understanding. Alakianto makiatan takaishan toko moloshan kiatata mantovashu mokosh makitin ishna. Dan antova losh dankiata man antova lokosh makiatan ashmi. Okay. Let's see. Let's get down into then the main bulk of the information that was going to come here. So we have the head unit that sits in here. We have our senses that play out our perception of reality. We see, we feel, we touch, we smell. Yeah, all of it. What else is it? Can't remember really. What's it? It's taste. Yeah. Oh, taste. Taste. Okay. Perception of reality is that is our perception. It's held within the head and connected down to the solar plexus, down and filtered through the heart. We have intelligence of energy that is coming in that fills in the sense of space. So we have space around us, which we perceive to be air, but it is not, it is consciousness. Okay. And as we breathe in, which is that breath of connection, as we breathe, we allow ourselves to bring in light. Elakianto umokush makiatan tavaush maam. Dan anta antuval lukuush matete man antaval lokush makiata man antuval laki tantakiata man onvakiata raa. So we have perception of mind, we have thoughts within our minds, we have questions within our mind, and then we want to then bring in the intelligence of the universal system through the breath, okay? There is a codex of exchange within you that sparks the remembrance within. It is the lighting up with the power of the code of the breath that is breathed in from this collective field of energy. So within our own individual rights, we hold our mind and perception of it in singularity, one single head, shall we say. But when we then are within the soup of it all, we see it as a collective field of energy. And within that collective field of energy, there exists an element of mind control, because within the mind control, there is a sense of belief, structure, culture, within a sense of hive mind. As that energy is breathed in, it is a collective conscious field that we interact with on our daily basis as we breathe in the air through our little snozzers, okay, and how we touch into this reality or physicality from a single perspective, which is the mind complex. But how do we rise that mind out of the control of the collective? We then start to then move into the heart space and power ourselves up with our solar plexus, and then we then indeed would anchor it into the base, the root. Alagianta omolo shmakianta, man antovasu impakia tataa. But within the mind, we have monkey mind that sits with all the questions. And within all the questions, it muddles up the reality of what we can download as data here to actually assist the mind in the vibration of energy that then comes up, up, up. A sense of perception of expansion within our mind. It is the cleansing of the palate that we would use sorbet. It's the flushing of the intestinal tract with a good old water fast and lemon water and all of that good stuff. I'm actually on a water fast today. First day today. So I'll let you know if I'm still still on a water fast by Friday's video. Anyway, that side. It is about the cleansing of the whole of the energetic field that gives this beautiful allowance of the energy of the light to come into this and dissolve this. Too much monkey mind chatter is hearing too much external conscious vibrations of energy as you structure into looking outside of yourself. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Looking outside of you, by these sensory perceptions will give you that reality into this reality, which is the mind control, which is the suppression of the light being able to enter into and filter through the heart to dissipate, to release. And how do we do that? This beautiful baby here into the lung. We run our energy all the way down to our root and out of our feet. So if we haven't ignited our light codes, you would say, okay, well, that's all right for you because you've got your light codes. No. It's just a little added bonus that I have. Consciousness holds keys. Breath holds keys. You hold keys and doors within you to open up this space into the depths of who you are, because it's inner standing, not understanding. Once the mind has the inner standing, then you get the understanding. Once you inner spark yourself into the wisdom, you then can download more data because you've made space within your mind that it's not being controlled from an outer force because you are listening to this, to that, reading this, to that. Have balance. Balance is all that is. It is seeing this perspective, it is seeing that perspective, but it's not focusing on anything other than who you truly are, which is light. So where do we focus? We focus on the light. And what do we say to ourselves? We say we are the light. So we focus on the light within. It's the balancing of the mind, the upgrading of the ego that assists us in the answering of the questions, whether it is synchronicities and somebody actually then presenting a video such as this that you've been synchronistically clicked onto or knowingly clicked onto. It's the universe aligning this information as I present it through my vessel for you to receive. This is my service to humanity, and whoever finds this video and reaches in and sees it within them from a place of empowerment, that is where you ignite your inner light wisdom. That is where you find that understanding for the ego to upgrade and up level. It's nothing outside of yourself. To invoke an angelic is to invoke something outside of yourself. Bring your own angelic within. Bring in your own inner light wisdom. We do not know when we push out to grab, to receive, what it is that underlies the distortion within it, as a dualistic experience exists. Bring in your own angelic self. There are many times that I've spoken to people that would want to offer me code. And I've said, no, thank you, access denied. Literally, I got in my mind. Higher self has always said to me, everything is inside of yourself. So where do I go? I go see inside. It's within my template of knowing, deep down within me, and it's within you also. But are you actually too much in the monkey mind, too much distraction, too much on your phone, too much outwardly, giving away your power to see somebody else is doing something that you think, oh, wow, that's really amazing. Yes, it is. And so are you. It is time now to step inside. It is time now to ignite that heart even more. But don't go through the fear barrier of feeling wounded that you feel that you cannot. Anchor it down into the body. Move your body. Honor your body. Loving thyself. And all will come, all will expand. You into oneness of the purity of oneness, not the distorted field of the collective consciousness that sits out here. Everything is within. Gyada. Ilakian tok umbakia a kai e, tata umbakai en a tata an teke eta a. Man antuvala shieki, tok an og an tai eshan e. Dan ashu oya koi an koi a, dan antovaye koi ena a. San an taki and an taka ki onto oshan etan a. Dan anale shobayo koi, tovan ko isho moya oi, var al sholo kan eto dalalo shi kon ano Dadi sumakitana babu shobakitana a. And so it is. So it is, and so it is. The perception of my reality is what I am presenting here today. You can take it or you cannot. You can make a commitment into your own inner light wisdom ignition, or you do not. When you are ready, you are ready. I only present. I only guide. It is you that are on your own healing journey. We will take it and to be committed to it. So make that shift and make that change. Small steps at a time. Don't force yourself in thinking, I've got to get it all done tomorrow. No, settle in. Allow you to receive. Rather than keep giving away your energy left, right, and center, bring it in by breathing it in, thanking the universe, having gratitude for all of it. And here is where we then spark into that alignment to higher frequencies. And this is where the light comes in and allows all of this gradually, 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 it sparks up. Boom. And allows yourself to bring in all that you are, to remember, okay, we've got this. We know everything of the universe, but we see things from our own perspective, and it's no time for you. Why would you give your power away to another or allow your energy to be siphoned off. No, no, time is now. Okay. I do hope that that has been useful for you. Like and subscribe. Check out all of my details. I've got a new upgraded little website you can have a little look at, which is nicolalight.com. And I do hope that you have a little nice look around there. And if you do decide to have a little look on there, then that would be lovely. You can sort of see the work that I do. And also we've got like and subscribe the channel and share it out to other people. If you feel that there is this sort of resonance of energy that might sit within somebody else's field, just offer it, seed it to them. We cannot control anyone other than ourselves, okay? So take that option, and I'll see you in the next video or in the videos of past. Yeah, gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. See you all very soon. Bye bye.